Amy Winehouse was a force of nature, her voice, a haunting echo from smoky jazz clubs, raw and unfiltered. She sang with a depth and honesty that set her apart, laying her soul bare in every lyric. In a world of polished pop, Amy was defiantly imperfect, her music a brutally honest diary of love, heartbreak, and life's messiness. Her vulnerability created a powerful bond with listeners. You didn't just hear her music, you felt it. Amy fused jazz, soul, R&B, and hip-hop, crafting a sound both timeless and unmistakably her own. You could hear the ghosts of jazz legends in her phrasing, but her attitude was pure 21st century London. Her style, beehive hair, winged eyeliner, was as bold as her music, a visual extension of her artistry. She was an artist in the truest sense, living and breathing her music. Amy refused to be anything but herself, for better or worse. Her voice was a gift, her story a tragedy, but her music remains eternal. Amy's story began in North London, surrounded by a family who loved jazz and classic soul. While other kids listened to pop, Amy absorbed the emotional depth of legends like Ella Fitzgerald. Camden Town shaped her. Its gritty, vibrant culture became part of her identity. She blended old-school jazz with hip-hop and R&B, forging a unique sound. Amy was rebellious but musically gifted, writing sharp, witty songs from a young age. She performed in local clubs as a teen, her voice already commanding attention. Her big break came when a demo tape landed in the right hands. In 2003, her debut album Frank announced a bold new voice in British music. Amy was fiercely protective of her vision, setting the stage for her meteoric rise. Between Frank and her next album, Amy's life was tumultuous. Her relationship with Blake Fielder Civil became both muse and torment. Their passionate, destructive love fueled her songwriting, turning pain into art. Teaming with Mark Ronson and Salaam Remi, she crafted a sound inspired by 60s girl groups and modern soul. The result, Back to Black, a global phenomenon and instant classic. Songs like Rehab and the title track were brutally honest, drawn straight from her life. The album won 5 Grammys and cemented her as a superstar. But fame brought new pressures. Her personal struggles became public spectacle. The line between her art and her life blurred. Back to Black was her greatest triumph, but also the start of a tragic chapter. The pain that made her music so powerful now threatened to consume her. Superstardom brought relentless media attention. Paparazzi followed Amy's every move. Her struggles with addiction became tabloid fodder, her pain a public spectacle. The pressure was immense, robbing her of privacy and peace. Her relationship with Blake, once her muse, became toxic and destructive. The media frenzy fueled her personal turmoil, creating a vicious cycle. Performances grew erratic. Sometimes she was brilliant, other times heartbreakingly unwell. The world watched her unravel, often with more fascination than compassion. The artist behind Back to Black was lost in addiction and chaos. Her music was overshadowed by her struggles. Amy's downfall played out in the harshest spotlight, and no one seemed able to help. On July 23, 2011, Amy Winehouse was found dead at 27, her life cut tragically short. The world mourned, reflecting on the role media and public scrutiny played in her demise. Her death forced a conversation about fame, addiction, and how we treat vulnerable artists. Yet Amy's legacy only grew stronger. Her music continues to inspire new generations and artists like Adele and Sam Smith. She proved there's power in raw, honest soul. Amy broke the mold, creating a new path for others. Her albums Frank and Back to Black remain masterpieces, testaments to her genius. Though gone too soon, Amy's voice and spirit live on, forever etched in the soundtrack of our lives.